Using tables, you can display information in a grid. The rows and columns of the table can be labelled and styled to help make the content easy to understand at a glance. If you want to follow along, please start by opening the file TPA Jupyter, which can be found in the Lesson 16 folder. In this case, we want to insert the table just after the closing tag that follows the text. Here's a quick overview. The first item we need to add is the table element. The table element is the outermost element that contains the other table tags, as well as all of the table content. With this in place, we can now add the first of our table rows, and to do that, we use the TR, or table row element. Now, just after the start TR tag, we will create some headings for the moons of Jupiter using the table element TH, the first of which is Io. Having created the markup for the first table header, we can now do the same for the other 3 moons. Having added all of the table headings, we can now complete the table row element by adding the closing table row tag. On the second row, we'll start by adding another start TR tag. This time, because we want to add actual data, in this case images of Jupiter's moons, instead of just a table header, we will use the table data element TD. As in previous lessons, we're adding the height and width attributes to the image tag to prevent the page rendering from being slowed down. With this now in place, we'll now wrap the rest of the Jupiter moons in table data elements and then close the table row tag. 2 down and 1 to go. In the final table row, we will add some promotional messaging about each of the trips on offer. As before, we will begin by adding a start table row tag. Wrap our messaging in table data elements. And then close the table row. With all the rows in place, we can now add the closing table tag. Having successfully created our table, let's switch to the web browser. Here in Firefox, you can see the way the table is currently being displayed to our site visitors. At present, this looks a little unsightly, but don't worry, because in the next lesson, we'll look at styling this table using CSS.